Tommy Rice has a detailed memory of his own confrontation with the officer at the center of the Chokehold case. March 22, 2012, Rice was a passenger in a car pulled over in this Staten Island neighborhood. The police suspected Rice, his brother-in-law, and at least one other man of doing a drug transaction in the car. When he got out of the vehicle, Rice says, Officer Pantaleo and other police humiliated him by strip searching him and his brother-in-law in the middle of the street in midday.
He pulled my boxes down. He went upward, like an upward motion, boom. And I told him, yo, you just hit me in my testicles. So he does it again. He told me to shut the F up, and he does it again on the right-hand side, boom, and does it again. And then at that point, he takes my shoes off. And then he searched, nothing came out. Then he put me back in the van, put my pants back up, and then he put me back in the van.
How are you feeling at this point?
At this point, I felt very violated as a man.
The police, according to Tommy Rice, were not finished on the street. He says the police then took he and his brother-in-law here to the 120th precinct on Staten Island and strip searched them again, touching their genitals again. Rice and his brother-in-law sued Pantaleo and the other officers, claiming false arrest, unlawful search, false imprisonment. Pantaleo denied Rice's claims that he was strip searched and inappropriately touched. The police union says Daniel Pantaleo did nothing wrong and says his record is stellar.
He's the model of what we want a police officer to be.
The officers claim Tommy Rice had heroin and crack cocaine in the car. Rice denies it. Charges against him and his brother-in-law were dismissed. But Rice can't deny his own criminal history, including 9 years of jail time for gun possession and drug charges.
I know that day, March 22nd, 2012, I was not selling drugs that day. I take full responsibility for my past, and I pay for my past.
Now, Rice wants Officer Daniel Pantaleo to answer for his past.
I think Officer Pantaleo should never, ever carry a badge, a gun, a nightstick, a uniform ever again in his life.
We tried to get response to our interview with Tommy Rice from Officer Pantaleo through his attorney. We did not hear back. We also could not get response from the New York Police Department, but the top police union in New York calls Tommy Rice's lawsuit baseless and frivolous. In the end, Tommy Rice and his brother-in-law settled with the city of New York for $15,000 each. Wolf.
So they got $30,000 from New York City
right,
as part of a settlement of this case. I understand, though, there's also a third case involving the same officer. He's right in the middle of other allegations. What can you tell us about that?
Yes, he is, Wolf. This was a case filed this year, a lawsuit filed this year by a man named Rylan Walker, who accuses Officer Pantaleo and another police officer of accosting him, of false arrest, false imprisonment. This was on a marijuana possession charge in 2012. That charge was later dropped. Rylan Walker says that he was subject to a degrading search of his genitals in that case. Now, Officer Pantaleo denies those claims, says he was acting under his own authority, but that case is still in the courts, Wolf.